Okay, I think my ads button actually works, so now I gotta go look to see if it's playing ads. Shouldn't be for anybody here though. Let me just go look at myself, because I am definitely subbed to myself. Oh god. There we go. Yeah, no, it's fine. Oh no, I just hit that button because I was kind of curious. Sometimes it's worked, sometimes it's not. Alright, welcome back Twitch and YouTube to just another game. Master Detective Archives Rain Cove. We're finally getting through all the mysteries. But are they mysteries that we actually want to solve? Well, we found out our girlfriend's gonna be living forever, so we got that going for us, I guess. Alright, let's go.
We're not done yet. The city's darkness goes even deeper.
Where did Kanai Ward's dead end up? At the rural village.
This is the answer.
They're taken to the restricted zone.
The dead in Kanai Ward are transported to the abandoned village, a restricted area. Whenever a defective homunculus revives, its intelligence decreases, turning it into a zombie. The city would have been overrun with zombified homunculi if the bodies were left alone. That's why the bodies have been getting sent to the abandoned village.
Peacekeepers always tried to get rid of the bodies as fast as possible. Did they know they'd turn into zombies?
No, they were probably just following orders. They were told that bodies in this city rot quickly. The people of Kanai Ward, including the Peacekeepers, didn't know that they're all homunculi. It must also be the reason why they were so strict about keeping this place isolated from the outside world.
We've got you now! There's nowhere to run, Master!
I told you, that's not me! You think that's enough to defeat me? You think that's enough to expose Kanai Ward's darkness?
You don't really sound like Yuma at the moment.
More. Kanai Ward's darkness goes far deeper than that!
That's a bomb? What is the source of nutrition for Kanai Ward's residents? Meat buns.
This is the answer! That's right. The people in Kanai Ward love their meat buns. You know what they're made of, don't you? The main source of nutrients for homunculi is human flesh. That's why everyone craved those meat buns so much. Warning. Homunculi are predisposed to eating human flesh in order to maintain the artificial organic synthesis in their cells. Currently, there are no alternate sources of nutrition, and they grow sick if they do not consume human flesh. That's a primal instinct homunculi can never defy. What are you? Mystery phantoms are supposed to prevent mysteries from being exposed. And yet, it's like you're guiding me to the truth. It's not just the meat buns. Residents of Kanai Ward also have other characteristics. Of course, I'm sure you've already noticed them. A bomb?
That's a big bomb.
He's trying to boom kill you, but you can defuse it by solving the mystery.
You've seen it time and time again. You should already know this. They're physical abnormalities. It's another part of Kanai Ward's darkness. Physical abnormalities?
Let's go, Master! We gotta join hands and defeat my other master!
Conrad Ward's residents' blank blood is evidence of their physical abnormality. And as we said a couple episodes ago, their blood is the greatest secret that's hidden in plain sight. Because if you played the Danganronpa series, you wouldn't think twice about pink blood. Conrad Ward's residents' pink blood is evidence of their blank other whatever. The rest of that sentence. Abnormality. This is why Yuma has freaked out at the sight of every corpse. Beside it being a corpse, he's looking at a corpse with pink blood, and he can't figure it out. And Shinigami doesn't notice because she's a death god.
Huh? Pink blood? Hey! Everyone did have pink blood! I think I got too used to it.
Now that I think about it, it's really abnormal. Blood being pink instead of red is obviously strange.
Yuma's blood has always been red.
Right. From the very beginning,
We've
thought
seen a lot of
something
it.
was off. Since I first saw a corpse in this city, I had my suspicions about the color of the blood here. Is that a real corpse? It's not some mannequin, is it? This blood is real? How? Why? I figured it was due to Shinigami haunting me. Like it was somehow changing the way I see things.
Even Desuhiku comments on how the corpse seems unnatural.
Shinigami, you don't feel anything after seeing this body?
Yep, every time she slices him up, he has red
You're
blood.
asking me how I feel about death? Well, let me tell ya, this is totally ordinary. I was just saying there was nothing odd about there being a corpse. The color of human blood doesn't matter to me.
But why didn't the other master detectives mention anything about the color? It wasn't mentioned at all while I was investigating crime scenes with Halara.
Desuhiku noticed something was off.
Right. Maybe.
The rain sure has changed things around here. Both the city and the people, too. Supposedly, there's something in the rain that messes with our bodies and the environment. But it's all hearsay.
It could be because Chief Yako said the rain affects things. In fact, maybe it wasn't just the master detectives. Chief Yako and the other people in town.
They never questioned why their blood was pink
Maybe
all of a
they
sudden.
all believed it too. For example, they could have said there were some chemical properties in the rain that causes blood to change color. In that case, people wouldn't find it strange that their blood was pink. Yes, homunculi have pink blood. Maybe they were made that way to differentiate them from their originals. Now, you're finally seeing the big picture. I've been waiting for this!
Master's Mystery Phantom sure doesn't seem scared of these mysteries being solved. Anyway, we gotta beat him! Otherwise, you'll get caught in its destruction!
Fine. Let's end this. It's time to expose the truth of Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. It's over! You? You think you can do it?
Well, this feels like an early deduction denouement. Yeah, 5 pages. I have a feeling this is not the end. Other than the fact, I've played this game and I know it's not. Alright. What do we got here? The rain cloud generator is our only clue. So we're gonna have to put that pretty late. Probably here. That's gonna give us Dr. Huesca and Homunculi. Was being researched. Homunculi. Who is in charge? I know I was using excuse. Who is in charge? There we go. Yeah, they do a really good job of obfuscating that blood actually is a major plot point. They really subvert the expectations well. Blood tests. And then sunlight. Where is that one? There it is. There we go. The mystery unraveled.
And that's a wrap, folks! I do these recaps out of kindness, you know. I'm just saying, it'd be nice to get a little appreciation.
Oh, sorry. I thought this was all a part of your process or something.
Anyway, time to boom kill this mystery phantom.
Let's expose all the facts and finish this once and for all. It's time for the very last deduction denouement! It all started 10 years ago. The UG tasked both its own research facility and Amaterasu Corp to conduct homunculus research.
They were trying to create an immortal army of homunculi that could just come back to life, right?
Okay, so I'm kind of looking at these molecules. I think a lot of these are the molecules for different types of sugar. A lot of them use oxygen, hydrogen, and carbon. I think a lot of these are, they're supposed to, like, you know, just be generic chemicals. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of them were sugar. There may be also, I see some nitrogen in there. So there could be some nitric acid. But yeah, I think a lot of them is just like the molecule for sugar.
If that happened, the Death Gods would be out of a job!
By having the two organizations compete with each other, they hoped to rush development along. And it was the UG's research facility that managed to create a homunculus first.
There's probably hydrochloric acid in there too.
That drove Amaterasu into a panic. So, 3 years ago, Project Homunculus was conducted under Dr. Huesca's direction.
Acting like they were just testing for a contagious disease, they took blood from all the people in Kanai Ward. They were turning the town upside down, trying to find DNA that would help them make homunculi. They got beat to the punch and were rushing for results. Huge death flag, if you ask me.
Ultimately, the experiment was a failure. And their efforts resulted in nothing more than a mass of defective homunculi. Defective homunculi have 2 fatal flaws. 1. They revive after death with fully repaired bodies, but their minds deteriorate and they become zombies.
2. Sunlight whips them into a bloody frenzy, but they won't remember what they did afterwards. It's kinda like when an alcoholic corporate drone with a lot of pent-up stress gets a picture at the company party.
I'm not sure that's really the same. Anyway, the newly created defective homunculi were exposed to sunlight and immediately went on a rampage. They attacked Kanai Ward and murdered all of the residents.
A certain masked man then created a rain cloud generator by making some extreme modifications to a public bathhouse. He covered the whole city with those clouds.
The rain clouds blocked out the sun and brought the defective homunculi out of their berserk state. Their memories reverted back to when their blood had been drawn 1 week before.
The Blank Week mystery refers to the period where they went out of control and lost their memories. So basically, Kanai Ward's ultimate secret is...
3 years ago, the defective homunculi of all Kanai Ward residents murdered their human counterparts. Exposed to sunlight at the very moment of their creation, they went berserk and wiped out the entire city. Rain clouds then blocked out the sun, and their human memories returned.
The defective homunculi have no idea they're not human. And they continue on to this day in this land of never-ending rain. They just live their lives, happily munching away on human flesh-filled buns.
The pink blood wasn't caused by the rain. It's actually conclusive evidence that every resident is a homunculus.
This is the
Truth behind Kanai Ward's ultimate secret! It's you!
Hey, you finally made it. I've been waiting for you.
So this guy's the Mystery Phantom now. I figured he'd show up eventually.
You sure took a while getting here. Maybe I shouldn't expect much of you.
Is that a solution blade?
Huh? Why does he have a solution blade?
We shall see which of us should be destroyed. Let's wield our solution blades to find the answer. Don't tell me. You didn't assume you already arrived at the truth, did you? You promised you would expose all truth. Is this really the best you can do? Well, perhaps you're not as capable as I thought.
How did you get that solution blade?
Oh yeah, you should be more curious. After all, you understand nothing about me. For I am Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
I wonder if Master can even make snap judgments.
Battle with Mystery Phantom Makoto. This guy won't let up, huh? You still remember how to deal with this kind of situation, don't you? If the answer isn't right, just wait it out and get ready for the next attack.
You're the ultimate secret?
First, when did I come to Kanai Ward?
When did
Why?
Makoto arrive at Kanai Ward?
Can you answer that?
3 years ago. What was happening in Kanai Ward when Makoto arrived? The Blank Week mystery.
Yes, that's it.
Oh yeah, he switches masks and it's great now.
I came to Kanai Ward during the Blank Week mystery 3 years ago. All to resolve that case.
Resolve that case?
I knew they'd regain control once sunlight was blocked. So, I created the rain cloud generator to gently cover Kanai Ward in rain.
It's more like you caged them in.
Without me, Kanai Ward would never have been rebuilt! I used everything at my disposal to cover up the tragedy that took place here. But there was no way for me to fix the entire city on my own.
Why did you do it? Why do such a thing?
You want to know? I did it to protect Kanai Ward, of course. Because I love this city. I'd do anything for it. But you already know that.
What did Makoto do to protect Kanai Ward? He isolated it.
You isolated all of Kanai Ward! And you call that protecting them? You trapped them!
Without me, Kanai Ward would have been wiped from the map. The UG planned to flatten Kanai Ward to cover up the failed homunculus experiment. But thanks to my negotiating, they saw the benefits of isolation. We would peacefully secure the defective homunculi, and they wouldn't have to spend a cent. Besides, it'd be a terrible thing if the UG's inhumane research was made public.
And through that negotiating, you became CEO of Amaterasu Corporation. Your goal was to rule over Kanai Ward, wasn't it?
This very much becomes the case of everybody sucks here. There is no good or evil in this part of the game. There is no antagonist, or there is no evil mastermind. It's a case of everybody doing what they thought was right.
You still don't understand me. Try to remember.
Hey, Master. There's something weird about this mystery phantom. Why are we able to talk to him like this? None of the others acted this way.
Huh?
Try to remember. What did I do after I became CEO of Amaterasu Corporation?
What did Makoto do as the CEO? Built Kanai Tower. Ended homunculus research.
You shut down the homunculus research.
I didn't want to create any additional defective homunculi. So I ended the research and sealed off the test site. Dr. Weska and Yomi objected, but as the CEO, I was able to quash their complaints. That's how I rebuilt Kanai Ward all on my own. It is a city for homunculi who have nowhere else to go.
You did it to protect the people in the city?
That's right. I did it all out of the love I have for this place. That is the undeniable truth. I've never hid my love for Kanai Ward from you at any moment. Yet, you never quite seem convinced about it.
What he says makes sense. He's not lying. The experiments created the defects, so we transformed Kanai Ward to protect them. But if that's true, what crime is he guilty of? Why have I drawn my sword against him?
Hey, Master! Don't let that mystery phantom fool you! Try to remember why he started this in the first place! He's a fan Phantom! He's just trying to prevent you from exposing the truth!
Yeah, you're right. He's no saint. He's a dictator who will do anything to achieve what he wants.
What crime did Makoto commit? Destroyed the detective agency. Made Amaterasu his own. Mass kidnapping.
You may wear the mask of a saint, but it can't hide the crimes you've committed. You are the mastermind behind the global kidnapping case the WDO has been pursuing. People were abducted across the world and turned into food for homunculi at your factory.
Oh, that's a creepy
I
mask.
had no choice. They must eat in order to survive. Besides, I never took innocent people.
That's a
Gathered
creepy
criminals
mask.
with no chance of rehabilitation and simply accelerated their sentencing. You saw the memo as well. Besides, they were all on death row anyway.
That doesn't make it right.
At any rate, that's not just my crime.
Huh?
The procurement of these ingredients was done with the full cooperation of the World Detective Organization.
The WDO?
I couldn't have asked for a better source of information for the ingredients.
You were working with the World Detective Organization?
Actually, it's more accurate to say I took advantage of them.
Liar! The WDO wouldn't let themselves be used by you! You just flaunted their name to capture criminals! In fact, the WDO itself tasked us with investigating the global kidnapping case! If you were their accomplice, they wouldn't have issued that directive! And we would never have come to Kanai Ward to corner you like this!
You still think you've got me cornered? You really are clueless. The way I see it, you were all gathered at Kanai Ward for other reasons. Very well. Go on and use that simple brain of yours to expose my schemes!
The master detectives were assembled to wipe out the master detectives, to oust Yomi.
You used us. You hinted at unsolved mysteries and other global cases to lure us to Kanai Ward. Your true goal was to cast out Yomi, director of the Peacekeepers, since he was in your way.
He did say he had to
Correct.
assemble every
Well,
weapon
Almost.
and take one
You're
shot.
so close. Yomi wasn't in my way. He was in Kanai Ward's way. If all he did was use the Peacekeepers to push his weight around, that would have been fine. But of all things, he was working with Dr. Weska, trying to leak homunculus information. If that happened, the unified government wouldn't remain silent. Kanai Ward's secrets would be exposed to the world. Still, I couldn't expel him myself. The Peacekeepers had grown too strong in this city.
You pitted us against the Peacekeepers, and you got what you wanted by eliminating Yomi.
So everyone gathering here was all part of that masked guy's plan?
Because you achieved your goal, you're trying to eliminate us? Now that we've outlived our usefulness?
What?
What happened to the other master detectives? Were you the one who bombed WDO headquarters?
They just keep getting creepier, don't they?
They knew too much. I feel remorse for what had to be done, but the WDO was in the city's way.
In the way?
I had no choice. This city must remain a secret in order to survive. Having detectives snoop around everywhere was a nuisance. That's why I made them disappear.
You'll pay for this. Talking to a mystery phantom might be pointless, but I swear you'll regret this. You are evil incarnate! You used the WDO and slaughtered criminals like animals! You even killed my friends! For all the crimes you've committed, I'll bury your soul here!
I didn't expect to hear something so valiant from the likes of you. Tell me, do you really think you can do this? You're nothing but an empty shell of a man.
Don't give me that! I'll...
Master, don't let him egg you on. It's a trap. There's something off about this mystery phantom. He doesn't seem normal.
Huh? What do you mean?
Oh, the homunculi are gathering.
What is this?
The people of Kanai Ward! They're all mystery phantoms! There's too many of them! I've never seen anything like this!
All of them?
Kanai Ward must remain shrouded in mystery, for everyone here to live in peace. Even they haven't realized they are homunculi yet. No. They must never know. It would be too cruel a fate. Their very existence is this city's mystery.
They are the mystery?
Take a good look. Aren't they pitiable? They're labeled as defective and must continue to live in a land without sun.
You made them that way!
To protect them! All of this was to protect them. Do you understand how much I've endured for them? I've committed atrocities to keep them fed. If any died, they were swiftly taken to the abandoned village. When anyone asked about the color of their blood, I said it was caused by the rain. This is all for their sake! I did it for them! They're outcasts from this world who can only survive within a cage of rain!
Master, don't start feeling sorry for phantoms. We're still inside the mystery labyrinth. If you can't solve the mystery, you'll be absorbed by the labyrinth and your soul will vanish.
I know. I've already made up my mind. I will expose the truth. Oh!
Master's mystery phantom is back?
This must be a mystery phantom created from your reluctance.
My reluctance? What good will come from solving mysteries? Who would be made happy by this? Shut up! How many people have died because of the mysteries I've solved?
He's getting bigger!
It's due to your uncertainty.
Why must
I
mysteries
like his
be
eyes on his
exposed?
sprite. They're question marks.
Why can't you
His
just
tear
leave
tracks.
them alone? I didn't belong in this city in the first place.
Master!
It's true. I still don't know what's right. But I will fight. I'll fight against my uncertainty. I won't let any mystery phantom deceive me! If you've draped this city in mystery, then I will unveil it with the truth!
Really? You think you've got what it takes?
Well said, Master.
But what mystery do I even solve here?
There's still one unanswered question. It's about him. You still haven't confirmed his true identity.
Who? Makoto? That's true. I still don't know who he really is. I've never seen the face beneath his mask. You're right. I have to figure out who he is. Thank you, Shinigami.
It's my job to keep you relying on me, Master.
You've got quite a capable assistant, oh mighty detective. I hope she doesn't end up becoming your burden.
Just stop. There's no need for the truth. Truth isn't needed in this city.
Let's do some deep cleaning on that stupid-looking, oversized trash.
Again with that? Come on. Okay, Shinigami, let's lay it all out.
This might be the last time we see Shinigami in a swimsuit. I can't remember. I think it might be, though. Potentially the last Shinigami puzzle. What is Makoto?
Nice!
Oh, how sad. Let's not pretend you people don't want to see her in a swimsuit, too.
Great!
Makoto himself is a homunculus.
The reason you're so desperate to defend Kanai Ward is because you're also a homunculus. That's why the blood you shed earlier was pink. The color of your blood proves it. Makoto Kagutsuchi, you are a homunculus! No, stop! If you expose anything else, you will only be hurting yourself! Huh?
You're so close. Come on. You're within reach of my mask.
Where was Makoto born? World Detective Organization? No.
That won't reach me.
It clearly wasn't Kanai Ward, so let's
close.
see.
Come on. You're within reach of my mask.
Must be the UG then. He wasn't born in the Amaterasu lab. UG Research Facility, there we go.
It's the answer! You saved Kanai Ward during the Blank Week mystery, and you are able to move about, unaffected by sunlight.
So he is not
Which
defective.
means you're not a defective homunculus.
What else?
3 years ago, right before you came to Kanai Ward, a homunculus escaped from the UG's research facility. It was the only perfect homunculus specimen. That's what you are!
Yes, keep going. You can reach my mask if you just go a bit further.
Makoto's DNA is based on number 1.
Damn it! Then how about this? The perfect homunculus was based on the DNA of the WDO's number 1. Therefore, you must be the homunculus of number 1, Makoto Kagutsuchi!
He's a copy of number 1?
He doesn't look like the number 1 we saw, so maybe his youth was restored when he became a homunculus. If you looked just like number 1, it'd be easy for you to manipulate the WDO from the shadows. That's how you procure dangerous criminals as food for the homunculi here, isn't it?
I see. Number 1. So that's my identity, huh? Right. Things are turning out as I expected. It's so refreshing when things go as you plan.
Planned?
But it's not over yet. You're still not done. You still haven't seen it!
What's with him? No matter how many mysteries I solve, it doesn't faze him.
Master, I'm sorry, but this could be really bad.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Something strange about this phantom. There's still something more to him. What is he hiding? It just feels off.
For now, let's figure it all out. Concentrate, Master!
Spot selection. Identify what feels out of place. Well, it would be the blood. Because up to this point, no mystery phantom has ever bled.
Here.
Which means you're not a mystery phantom.
Yeah, that is a suspicious spot. Speaking of which, that wound, why is he still bleeding? All the other mystery phantoms I struck with the solution blade never bled like this. So, why?
He's not a mystery phantom.
Huh?
I'm sure of it. He wasn't created by the Mystery Labyrinth.
Then... that's the real Makoto?
I
Took you
mean,
long enough to figure that out?
you did
Oh,
see him
mighty
move
detective.
after you went into the mystery
How did
labyrinth,
you enter
or
the
we
mystery
saw him.
labyrinth?
I'm getting bored of all this talk. Let's finish
He
things.
wasn't frozen in time.
Next time, I'll come at you full force. This will decide Kanai Ward's fate. Only one of us will leave here alive. Tell me your answer!
Master, you can't just go take a swing at him! We're inside the Mystery Labyrinth, so you have to solve mysteries!
What mysteries?
How a living person could make it inside here? You just might defeat him by answering that question!
Alright, I'll try.
How did Makoto enter the mystery labyrinth? Through the power of coalescence.
This is it!
He asked for us to give him a hand. And this didn't show up on screen because it couldn't have. But when you took, or when I took Makoto's hand, my controller rumbled.
Only those who have signed a pact with Shinigami can enter the Mystery Labyrinth. But there are exceptions. As the one who made the pact, Those whose hands I've held with my coalescence can also enter the Mystery Labyrinth.
Master, when did you use coalescence with him?
Well, that's the strange part. I've never used coalescence with him. He doesn't have any ability I'd want to borrow to begin with.
Then how?
Let's see if you can overcome that mystery!
Who used coalescence? Makoto did. If we didn't use
I didn't use
coalescence,
coalescence, and
then
yet
Makoto had to.
was able to enter the Mystery Labyrinth. So, Makoto used coalescence on me? He has the same power?
That's right. You got it. I used coalescence on you earlier. We should turn off the alarm before we celebrate our reunion. Aren't you worried about Kurumi's body? Here. Lend me a hand.
And your controller rumbles.
I said, lend me a hand. And then you did.
You have to
That
have
was when you
permission.
allowed me to activate coalescence.
But why are you able to use it? That power belongs to Shinigami!
That's where you're mistaken. Coalescence isn't Shinigami's power.
Huh?
Coalescence is the forte of the World Detective Organization's number one.
Number one's forte? What do you mean? If it's not Shinigami's power, then how can I use it?
Shinigami never said that it was her power. When Yuma asked, she kind of sidestepped and she said something like that. But if we know that fortes are born from developing a particular talent of an individual, Yuma relies on others, so it's not strange that he could develop coalescence, which relies on others, which is itself actually a fairly kind of like the wild card for Persona. It's actually a very powerful ability. Oop.
Shinigami? Why aren't you saying anything? What are you hiding?
I can't say. I promised.
Promised?
What's wrong? It's the end for you if you can't figure this out. I will end you!
Watch out!
Why am I able to use number one's forte? Why would Shinigami hide that from me? Wait, could it be? Is this related to my lost memories? That must mean my true identity is...
Number one.
The perfect homunculus was based on the DNA of the WDO's number one. Therefore, you must be the homunculus of number one Makoto Kagutsuchi! That's impossible. So you finally reached the conclusion. Behold, the truth that you've been seeking all along. You are number one from the WDO, and I'm the homunculus created from your DNA. I'm number one of the World Detective Organization? That's why I can also use your coalescence. Even this solution blade was obtained with this power. But on the video feed, #1 looks like an old man. That was a double. You're the one who put him there. Throughout the history of the WDO, those who become #1 have rarely shown their faces to the public. They all had many enemies, making it problematic to be seen. It's standard protocol for directors to have doubles. And that old man was your double. Wait, what about me being a detective in training? Chief Yako said he investigated my background.
But a detective in training was also summoned.
Detective in training?
That's you, Yuma. Looks like you've been working toward being a detective at the WDO. You may be part of the organization, but you haven't earned your stripes just yet.
It's true that there is a trainee detective by the name of Yuma Cocohead. It's also a fact that he was summoned to the Amaterasu Express. Then... you swapped places with the person named Yuma. I swapped with him? It seems he also came to Kanai Ward. I'm sure you've met with him several times. So, I'm not Yuma? Then the real Yuma Cocohead.
Who gave up their identity as Yuma Cocohead? You know what? I think this is a good cliffhanger for you, YouTube. And I need to take a quick break. So I'm going to be back in a few minutes. YouTube, thank you so much for joining me. As always, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed what you saw, let me know. Give me likes, leave me comments. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Twitch, I'll be back after the break. Maybe you can figure it out in 5 minutes.